Thank you very much. Shush. No. Shush. Thank you, but shut the fuck up. Fucking whooping or just laugh. Let's just... Everyone calm down. Shush. Shh, I'm filming it. Shut up, you cunts. Thank you very much. Well, my show, it's not a show. There's no dancers or jugglers. It's basically a bloke talking, which is essentially what stand-up comedy is, a bloke talking. Sexist. What about all the funny female comedians? Like, No, right. No. I'm not doing that. Okay, right. That was irony. There's going to be a bit of that throughout the show. We'll see if you can spot it, okay? Now, that's when I say something I don't really mean for comic effect, and you as an audience, you laugh at the wrong thing because you know what the right thing is. It's a way of satirising attitude. That first joke, I used the old-fashioned sexist trope, women aren't funny. Now, in real life, I know there are loads of funny women. Like, I did it again, well spotted. Good. No, but there are. Dame Edna Everage. Eddie Izzard. She's brilliant, isn't she? She's not only a great comedian, she's also a great actress, isn't she? She was brilliant in that thing as that man. Supernature. Why supernature? Well, for two reasons. One, I want to debunk the natural. I don't believe in anything supernatural. I believe that anything that exists is by definition part of nature and is explained, if not now, then eventually. Also, supernature, because it's super enough, you know? It's amazing that we're even here discussing. We're the only species that allows the universe to understand itself, right? The chances of us being here at all, the chance of you being you, existing now, the chance of that sperm hitting that egg is 400 trillion to 1. And I think life is like a holiday. We don't exist for 13.5 billion, then we have these 80, 90 years if we're lucky. Then we die, never to exist again. And some people are even offended by that. They go, you can't do that, it can't be chance, it's too good. Someone must have made it all, and you know, I'm too special, I can't just not exist. I'll live again. I'll go to heaven, I'll be with my friends and family, or I'll come back as a spirit and I'll walk amongst you, or I'll be reincarnated, I'll come back as someone else. That'd just be someone else. That's all that's happened. You're not involved. That is just someone else, right? Many people believe in reincarnation, of course. Some people think they remember who they were in a previous life. There's a society in America, of course. In California, of course, right? And they remember who they were in a previous life. And they're always someone pretty special in their previous life. Not so much in the life they've got now. But I saw a documentary about it, and every year they have a come as you were party, where they go dressed as the person they were in history. 2 Napoleons. So, one of them is fucking lying. No reincarnation. No ghost. Have you seen all the ghost hunter shows? Oh my God, hundreds of ghost hunter shows. Years and years. Celebrity ghost hunter. Around the world. Thousands and thousands of hours of foot. They've never seen a fucking ghost. Not what, like, oh, what was that? Was it that I was just... What did you hear that? Was it just that? Was it you? Imagine if wildlife programs were like that. Imagine watching David Attenborough all these years, and everybody goes, here, on Kilimanjaro, we see the owners. And by the banks of the Limpopo, the elusive pearls. You stop watching the cunt. I've never seen a ghost. The pedo hunter shows, on the other hand, there's usually a crew just in case. Particularly if it's a BBC production. Oh, shut up. No reincarnation, no ghost, no heaven, I believe. People can't get over that. People quiz me on Twitter when they find out I'm an atheist. They go, what, you don't believe in God at all? I go, no. Do you pray? I go, no. They go, why don't you pray just in case there's a God? And I say, why do you put garlic over your door just in case there's a Dracula? And I've got no problem with praying. You know, I know loads of nice Christians and Muslims and Jews, and if one of my family is very ill, I pray for them, and I always say, oh, thanks very much, because it's a nice gesture. If they said, oh, we also cancelled the chemotherapy, I go, don't do that. Don't pray, feel your burn, but let's do the praying and the chemotherapy, shall we? Because that's the same result as just the chemotherapy. So let's definitely keep that, shall we? I got in trouble talking about praying on Twitter once. Do you remember a few years, that terrible disaster in Oklahoma, the hurricane? People lost their lives and their livelihood, and I donated to the Red Cross. I tweeted about it with a link saying you can donate here too, trying to help them with their drive. And one of those sort of frivolous entertainment magazines from America, their account thing, it really annoyed me. They tweeted, Beyonce and Rihanna send prayers to Oklahoma. And I tweeted back going, oh, I feel like a cunt, I only sent money. Someone tweeted me once, would you come to the bedside of a dying child and tell them there's no heaven? I tweeted back, is it a paid gig? I don't care whether you believe or not, what you believe in, who you pray. Doesn't affect me. I just think that nature is super enough, you know? I don't think we need angels and unicorns. We've got the fucking octopus. That actually exists. 8 legs, 9 brains, 3 hearts and a beak. Make your fucking mind up. What are you... The duck-billed platypus, a monotreme. When scientists first found that, they thought it was a hoax. Because it produces eggs and milk. It could make its own custard. It doesn't, but it could. It definitely could. Talking of abortion, now, I don't want to divide them, but I'm pro-choice. I don't think it's anything to do with me or any other man what a woman does with her body, right? Thank you. On the flip side of that, there are people that are anti-abortion. I don't just mean people who wouldn't have it for themselves. That's choice. I mean, I don't want anyone to have it. And of those, small percentage that are really militant, and of those, there are a small percentage that are fucking... There's ones in America that are like terrorists. They bomb abortion clinics and put fetuses through your door, and there's propaganda machines. So they're liberals, they're aborting babies at 9 months, pulling them out of the vagina and liquidizing like crazy conspiracy theory, right? And now they've got the internet, so they've got like fonts and memes, just like science to them, right? And this thing goes round, right? You've probably seen it, but it goes... I've heard different derivations of it, like this was a real lecture or this was a real questionnaire, right? It's nonsense, it's all made up, right? It goes like this, it goes, a woman is pregnant. She already has 5 children. 2 are deaf, 2 are blind, 1 is mentally retarded. She has syphilis. Should she have the baby? No, question mark. Well done, you just killed Beethoven. That makes no fucking sense at all. Okay, keep it fair. Let's do the opposing. So, okay, there's another woman. She's pregnant, 2 children, great hearing, great eyesight, really smart. She hasn't got syphilis. Should she have the baby? Yes, question mark. Well done, you just gave birth to Hitler. No, I don't want to divide the room, but I'm not a fan of Hitler. Hear me out, I've got my reasons. Right, listen. Sci-fi, right? Whenever you see a sci-fi series, there's always one where they invent a time machine and they go and try and kill Hitler. And if they're successful, they come back to the present. It's worse, because they've mucked up the time-space continuum. Of course it is. You change anything, the slightest thing in history, it has a catastrophic effect. I wouldn't change anything, even if I could. My life's too good. I can't take that chance. Do you know what I mean? If it just came to me and went, Rick, we've sorted it. You'd have to go back in the time machine. Just press this button, right? It kills Hitler before the Holocaust, before the war, right? The present is exactly the same, except it makes you a bit more ginger. I'd go, no. Why should I suffer? You see one of those fluff pieces, where whenever they ask that question, one of those silly questionnaires that celebrity, there's always, what's the first thing you do? You have the time. They all say, oh, I'd go back and kill Hitler. Really? You'd go back and buy Microsoft shares, you fucking liar, right? I've interviewed people on my radio show in America, right? And I always ask that question for a laugh. And they all say, oh, I'd go back and kill Hitler. I get, you know, people tried at the time. And now they say, oh, no, I'd go back and kill him when he was a little baby. So you'd go back and find baby Hitler, who hasn't done anything wrong yet, and just strangle him, would you? Also, have you seen Hitler when he was a baby? Oh, my God, absolutely adorable. look at that. Look at his little face. You go back, you're like, okay, you go, is that it? Yeah, oh, you go, oh, good, you little Nazi, you. I know what you're thinking. Well, have I got a picture of baby Hitler? That's my business. What if I do masturbate over it? What if that's the only thing I masturbate over? There's no victim. No, you call the police right now. Have them come round to my house and I go around and I say, oh, you admitted you're a nonce? I go, yeah, but only for pictures of dead baby Hitler. Right? I go check the rule book and they go, yeah, good as gold. I go, do you want to see where I masturbate? They go, yeah, go on, right? I take them down to the Wanktorium, right? It's basically a converted wine cellar, right? But it's that picture blown up 100 times, right? Just around the wall, like that. Dripping with 40 years of cum. I only lived there 5 years, so I don't know. That won't be in. No, but people do have a problem with Hitler. And they want to go back and kill him. And I chill. I say, Hitler is the man who killed Hitler. And give him his due. Due. D-U. Oh. I'll leave you with one final story. It's another true story. If I say they're true, by the way, they are. I promise, they're all true. And my favourite are the school stories. And this is probably my favourite school story ever. It was 1970 again, so I was about 14. And we had a kid in our class called Gary Masterman. And Gary developed Tourette's syndrome, like every sentence of the swear word. And he had a tic, because we learned all about it in assembly. Gary was up there, all the teachers knew him, all the kids knew him. He was a popular lad, right? And yeah, nice guy, Gary Masterman. But sometimes his tics seemed relevant. And I'll never forget, we were having this lesson with a young female teacher called Miss Wilkie, right? And she was at the blackboard, and she was doing those calling out suggestions. I can't remember what it was about, but she'd go, Simon, what? Yeah, that's good. Yes, that works, yeah. Brian, what do you... Yeah, good. And she went, Gary. He went, I'll finger you, miss. And she just went, anyone else? And she pointed to Sean Dixon, and Sean went, yeah, I'll finger you. You've been amazing. Good night. And if you sound mental, you're a bigger, right? That's a bit hack, that joke. Now, it's not identify as a thing then, right? It's a bit old-fashioned, right? But I'm going to leave it in to annoy people, right? Because that's the bit that'll offend people. In this humanity, I talk about AIDS, famine, cancer, the whole of rape, paedophilia. But no, the one thing you joke about is identity politics. The one thing you should never talk about is the trans issue, right? They just want to be treated equally. I agree. That's why I include them. You know? Joking about all the other stuff, but they go, no, he must mean that, right? Like a joke is a window to the comedian's true soul. That's just not the case. I'll take on any view to make the joke funny. I'll pretend to be right-wing, I'll pretend to be left-wing, I'll pretend to be clever, I'll pretend to be stupid. Whatever makes the joke funnier without prejudice. Okay, full disclosure, in real life, of course I support trans rights. I support human rights, and trans rights are human rights, you know? Live your best life. Use your preferred pronouns. Be the gender that you feel that you are. But meet me halfway, ladies. Lose the cock. That's all I'm saying. And it's mad to think joking about something means you're anti. Like, I made a joke about self-ID. But in fact, I wish self-ID had been around when I was a kid. I'd have used it to get shit. I'd have gone to my mum, Mum, I'm trans. She'd have gone, what? I'd have gone, I'm either trans or I need a new bike. She'd have gone, you need a new bike. I'd have gone, you're the boss. But I grew up in the 60s, Jesus. I had like Victorian parents, we hadn't heard of any of this. But what if I was a teenager now, in these really progressive times, right? And I had really cool, hippie parents, right? And I went, Mother, Father, I'm trans. They'd go, oh goody, that's so fucking trendy, right? And my dad would go, Bagsy, I picked the vagina. I go, thank you, Daddy. there'd be like a montage, right? And I'd go to the hospital, I'd have all the analysis, I'd grow my hair, right? I'd have a big fanny, I think. No, if someone else is paying, I'll have the big one. You know what I mean? Like, Dad would buy me a minge, fuck you, Dad, right? Like, a big fanny, boobs, right? And, right? No, I'd come out and I'd emerge a real woman. I'd be Vicky Gervais. Right? Yeah, and I'd be a real woman. And you can't change your sexuality, so I find women, if I'd be a lesbian. I'd be a little lesbian fella called Vicky Gervais, right? And probably be a butch lesbian because of all the testosterone up till then, right? Also, I like the fashion: jeans, black shirt, short hair, beard. I'd be a real lesbian called Vicky Gervais, lesbian about town, right? And so I'd go down to right, and I'd go into a lesbian bar, right? I'd go hi. Pool table, winner stays on. I'll be there all fucking night out. Right. This isn't worth it for the punchline. The punchline is shit, really. So just enjoy the journey, right? Right. So I'd look around and I'm one of them pretty lesbians, right? This is so childish and misinformed. It hurts, right? I'm gonna leave it in though, right? So no, I find a pretty lesbian. This is pathetic, right? Even for me, I can't do this with a fucking straight face, right? I'd go, hi, you a lesbian? She'd go, yeah. Are you a lesbian? I go, yeah, just a bit, look at that, right? And she'd go, that is a lovely fanny. I go, fucking cost enough. She'd go, what? Right? And then I'd be wooing her, right? I'd be doing all of that, like that. I'd be sort of like coming on a sort of lesy way. I go, I love your Doc Martens, right? And she go, oh, thanks, right? She goes, I go, oh, there's the big earrings, aren't they? Right, so yeah, right. And she go, do you want to come back to my place and les off? I go, yeah, just right. So we go back, we get naked, Uber up, I don't know what you do. Ninja off, I'd do that one, definitely do that one, right? I'd Google it, wouldn't I? I'd fucking Google it, right? And then she'd go, oh, do you want to wear a strap-on dildo and give me a good seeing to? I go, yeah, right. So I put a strap-on I put the big dildo there on my new fanny like that, and tie it at the back, and that's when I'd kick myself. Told you it was shit, didn't I? Oh, God. Good to be back. I fell back in love with stand-up on my love for humanity. I played arenas around the world. Netflix bought it for a record amount. It was the most watched special of the year. I thought, everyone loves me now. Everyone loves me now. Then I got this tweet. Real tweet, right? Call yourself a comedian. He knows I do. Literally says the word in my bio. Call yourself a comedian. You're about as funny as... Now, I thought he was going to go for the jugular and say Miranda. Or... Come on, guys. Don't... I'm joking. Right. Call yourself a comedian. You're about as fun as a fart at a baby's funeral. He was trying to hurt my feelings. But his big mistake was choosing something that would be fucking hilarious. As if that would... At a baby's funeral. Big echoey church. Everyone just silently sobbing like that. Tiny little coffin. Tiny coffin. And someone farts. You laugh. Even if it was your baby. You know? No. If you're at the funeral, it's been dead a week. Do you know what I mean? You're probably up for a giggle. If you're the father, if you're the mother, you probably still find it hard seeing the funny side of things. Oh, women. Not all women. I mean the old-fashioned ones. You know, the old-fashioned women. Oh, God. You know, the wombs. Oh. Those fucking doors. No, I love the new women. I know the new women. They're great, aren't they? You know, the new ones we've been seeing lately. The ones with beards and cocks. They're as good as gold. I love it. It's the old-fashioned. And now the old-fashioned, they're like, oh, they want to use our toilets. Why shouldn't they use your toilets? For ladies. They are ladies. Look at their pronouns. Well, this person isn't a lady. Well, his penis. Her penis, you fucking bigot. What if he rapes me? What if he rapes you? You fucking turf whore. But that tweet sums comedy up. How subjective it is. How one person, some people can find them hilarious, some people find them the least funny person in the world. And when someone says to another comedian, they say, oh, they're not funny. Even if I agree with them, I stand up and I say, well, you can't say that. You've got to say you don't find them funny, you know. And I hate it when people say, that joke was offensive. Like I said, you've got to say, you found it offensive. Because it's all about feelings, and feelings are personal. And there's loads of types of comedy, and comedy evolves, you know. There's a new type of comedy at the moment called woke comedy. No, it's very progressive, you know. There are some clubs now where the comedian has to sign a thing saying he won't say anything contentious or say anything that could offend anyone. It's a safe space for the audience. Woke comedy. And I tried to watch a bit of it, and I decided I'd rather watch Louis C.K. masturbate. Can't mention him anymore, he's cancelled. Not enough to apologise and move on. We've got like poor Kevin Hart. See, Kevin Hart, he got the job hosting the Oscars. It was his best day ever. He was on Twitter going, oh, I've wanted to do this all my life, right? And then someone found these 10-year-old tweets, right? That they were sort of child or shitty homophobic tweets. It was about his son. He was mucking about and he said, oh, my son's doing so-and-so. I hope he's not gay. There was a massive backlash. He went, oh, sorry, I'm not homophobic, really sorry. He deleted them, right? And said, I'm really sorry. 10 years later, someone finds a screen grab and he's done this. Oh, big, the Oscars go, oh, you got to apologise again. He went, no, I've apologised. I can't keep apologising. And he's right. If there's no value to saying sorry and evolving, you might as well just tweet him. Right. That's how I deal with shit. Anyway. But if you're the person to revel in someone getting cancelled for something they said 10 years ago, you're just ensuring that one day you'll be cancelled for something you said today. You can't predict what will be offensive in the future. You don't know who the dominant mob will be. You know, like, the worst thing you can say today, get you cancelled on Twitter, death threats, whatever, the worst thing you can say today is, women don't have penises, right? Now, no one saw. There are no 10-year-old tweets of people saying, but you won't find a 10-year-old tweet of someone saying women don't have penises. Do you know why? We didn't think we fucking had to. Liam Neeson. Oh, he nearly got cancelled. Liam Neeson. Now, I don't know why he told this story, but he did at a press junket to a journalist, right? And it was where he just started saying, it was 30 years ago, what he said, and my friend came home and she'd been raped. And that's not the funny bit. I said, she'd been raped. I said, what did the guy look like? He said he was a black guy. He said, so I got my cosh and I went out looking for the first black guy. He said, nothing happened. I came to my senses, right? But the weird thing about that story is, who has a cosh? But it was touching. They cancelled the premiere that night because of the backlash and that people wanted the film to be deleted. And I get some people can't separate the art with the artist's personal life. Now, I know Liam, I've worked with him, he's a lovely man, he's definitely not racist. But when that broke, even I was like, oh, will I ever be able to find Schindler's List funny? I still find it funny, obviously. But now there's so much outrage and we hear about it and it's taken seriously, you know. Oxbridge comedians writing for the posh papers, thinking the rules of comedy, they're laying down the law, right? That's all stuff like, comedy should punch up. You should never punch down. You should never punch down. Sometimes you've got to punch down, like if you're a disabled toddler. You know what I mean? I like that because it highlights the difference between metaphorical punching down in jokes and actual punching down. But people nowadays want you to believe that words are actual violence. Now, you laughed at a joke about beating up a disabled toddler. No one got hurt. If I dragged out a disabled toddler and started beating him up, you would laugh, right? That's why I dropped that bit. But even though we know the chances of us existing are astronomical and our life is so short, we waste so much of it worrying about stuff, worrying about things that might never happen, worrying about things that won't matter in a week, let alone a year or 10 years. I'm terrible. I worry. I'm a worrier. I lay awake at night thinking, oh, what if, and all that. And I hate being... So I try and rule stress out of my life, which is really stressful. Because I have to have a plan A and a plan B and a plan C. And if I do all my work, I'm at home, I go, right, militant, no work, just relax, right? Just a glass of wine, just relax, right? If someone comes through the door, I'm like, what the fuck's that? Right? It's usually money. Right? And Jane, my girlfriend, she's like, come, let's have a shall we? Come, she tries to calm me down. I've been with Jane 40 years, right? And we've, thank you. And we've always had cats, because Jane read earlier that a cat will make you live longer, de-stress you, stops you having a heart attack and stroke if you're wound up. She was basically trying to save my life to get... So we got cats, we always had cats, right? I think it works. Like, if I'm really stressed, I go, where's the cat? Right? Right? First thing, wake up. Whoa. So no, and I stroke the cat and I'm thinking, oh, I'm stressed. Oh, she's so unstressed, right? And I think, oh, that's unfair, and that stresses me out a little bit. Because I've got the weight of the world on my shoulders. She's got nothing, no cops, no guilt. You'll never see a cat feeling guilty. You never go into a room and see a cat like that. You go, what's the matter? What's the matter? Yeah, all the fucking shit in there, that's what's the matter, mate. Like what? Like that bloody mouse I killed? Probably had a family, didn't it? I didn't have to torture it first. They don't give a fuck. If a cat was big enough, it would kill you and eat you. Right? They're the opposite to dogs, right? Yeah, this sums up the difference between cats and dogs once and for all, right? The cat has got a barbed penis. True, Google it. Careful. But a barbed penis, right? 2 reasons. One, it holds the female in place during mating, so it slides in easy, and it goes, oh, run. Oh, you can't. Two, when it withdraws, that pain causes the female to ovulate. Think of a different way, mate. I actually think maybe there is a God, because, I mean, maybe he did cats and dogs. He went, boom, there you go. Cats and dogs, you're ballpark, furry mammals, you live at home. It's a good gig, you get fed. What sort of penis were you hoping for? Dog? Doesn't matter, whatever you give me the best penis ever. Whatever you... Just some of the matches, man. Onesie, just a little, maybe a little furry mound. Something lady dogs would like. A little furry mound, a little pink lipstick in it. Very good choice. Give me a fuck stalk with hooks. The cat is the only animal that domesticated itself. True. Just wandered into civilization about 10,000 years ago and went, meow, feed me, right? And they made the meow up for us. They don't do that in the feral state. They meow. They learned that and it works. My cat goes, oh, I let my cat do anything it wants. They sleep when it wants, they go where it wants. If we get a parcel in the post, if I undo it, right? And if she gets in the box, I can't throw it away. Right, we've got about 17 mansion. And if we're watching telly, me and Jane, if it gets in our lap, well, that's such a privilege, we don't move. Even if we need to wee, we don't want to disturb it. The other one gets the drinks all night, you know, and people say to me, you spoil that cat. I go, yeah, I do, it's a cat. It's not a person. What's the worst that can happen if you spoil a cat? Do you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be fucking Boris Johnson. No, I don't get... Although he is out of his depth. He started off by saying women in burqas look like post boxes. Now, it's not up to Boris Johnson what a Muslim woman wears on her face. It's up to her husband. Not my rules. Not my rules. This won't be in the special. aren't they? No, I do love cats. I really love dogs. We haven't got a dog because we travel too much usually, but wherever we are in the world, in New York or London, we go for a walk every day just to meet dogs in Central Park or Hampstead Heath. I know about 200 dogs by name now, and you always meet a few of your little friends, and it sets me up for the day. It's like my fucking heroin, right? And if you meet a brand new dog, you go, hello, it's never met you before, right? And if you're nice to it, it's just it's something your best, it'd do anything for you. You go, do you need a kidney? They are amazing. That makes me laugh, that sign people still put on that, beware of the dog. That makes me want to go in the house. If you want to keep me out of your house, put up a sign that's, I don't know, beware of the AIDS, you know? Although, that's not as good as it was, is it? AIDS. No, seriously, it's like, all diseases let you down, but that was, I mean, in its heyday, it was fucking amazing, wasn't it? Coronavirus, I couldn't hold a candle to one. So, this pedo teacher, true story this, it was about 1976, I was about 14, and looking back, I feel a bit sorry for him, because he was probably late 20, and there was something wrong, he was like a nervous sort of guy, and he was obviously gay, and he had a fling with one of the older boys, 16, 17, so now, would have been totally legal, but then, technically a non, banished, convicted, never heard of again, big scandal, right, and when it broke, home, that day, right, my mum was there, did he touch you? And I went, no. She went, you sure? I went, yeah. She went, he couldn't have fancied. So now, my mum is winding me up at me not being attractive enough to be sexually abused. Right? What if I'd have got a complex? What if I'd have got, well, I'll show her. Right? I come in at midnight. When are you sucking on bus drivers? That's what you get. But that was typical of my mum. My mum, she was the salt of the earth. She just said what she wanted, right? And she'd do anything for it, but she reserved the right to moan about it. So, growing up, right, our next door neighbour, Mrs. Dawson, she was about 25 years older than my mum. So when my mum was 60, this old lady was already like 85, 86. My mum was the last living witness to her existence. And she lived alone, and my mum did everything for her. Right? She went shopping for her, she did the housework, she went round, made lunch and sat with her for a while. She went back, made her tea, and this went on and on. I remember calling my mum was like 70. And I went, oh, I called her earlier, you were out. And my mum went, yeah, I was renting Dawson's. And I went, oh, how is she? And my mum went, oh, she just won't die, Rick. I have very fond memories of growing up in Reading, which is why, why I never go back. Wherever I am in the world, I always bump into someone from Reading. Oh, I'm a Reading boy. I go, oh, good, and that should be enough. But it never is. They want more. They say things like, oh yeah, he knows Norman Taylor, don't you? I go, I know this person. I go, oh no. They go, yeah, he knows you. Yeah, I'm on the telly, mate. You went to my school, didn't you? I went, yeah. You know Pete Shepherd. Oh, when was he there? 1993. Yeah, I was 31, mate. I was 30. He knows you. Has he got a telly? Yeah. That's what's happened here. That's what's happened. But I do like old stories, and I tell showbiz stories. They're boring to me. I like real stories, and whenever I'm working up a tour, I try and think of things that happened to me and how my life's changed. And I thought of one for this, and it was hugging. Right? No one's been hugging for the last couple of years, right? Which I preferred. I like that. I never liked hugging. I liked when you couldn't hug, right? Felt awkward. I never know when to hug. I didn't hug anyone growing up. I didn't when I came to London. People were like a working class kid on an estate in Reading. You don't hug people. You don't hug your dad or your granddad or your brother. You wind them up. You take the piss. That's our hug, right? I'll give you an example. We were at our dad's funeral. I was out in the graveyard with my brother Bob, right? Bob was having a cigarette, right? And our uncle came along. We hadn't seen Mike for like 25 years. The time we saw him, he was like 50, and now he's like 75. He hadn't aged well. He was an old man, right? And he came up and went, hello, boys. And Bob sort of looked at him and recognised him and went, fuck me, right? And then Bob found the graveyard and went, is there any point you going home? And Uncle Mike laughed and went, always nice to see you, Bobby. And that was their hug. You know what I mean? I'll give you another example. When I left school, my best mate was a bloke called Mark, right? We did everything together. We took a year out before we went to college to earn money to get pissed, really. And we did. It was the best summer ever. And but then something happened. His grandma died, and he lived with her, so it was a big deal. And we went to the funeral, and the first place he came after the funeral was my house. He sat down in his little black suit, and it was just quite, I didn't know what to say. No hugging, right? So I just went, how was it? He went, it was awful. He said, she was cremated, and we all went outside to watch the smoke go up, and the wind changed, and it all blew in our faces. And I went, what, in your mouth? And he went, yeah. I went, I took a chance. I said, did it taste bitter? And he went, yeah. I went, that was her clitoris. Right? Mark just went, fucking hell, Rick. Alright. And then he started laughing. And we both, and that was our hug. Do you know what I mean? Like in the 80s, two blokes, it would be, oh, we suck my cock, fuck off, you got AIDS, I die. Now it's like, I'll give it here, I take pills for the rest of my life. Do you know what I mean? There's no... Bigots jumped on it in the 80s, you know, the Christian right, or all fundamentalists, actually, by going, this is God's wrath, this is God's punishment for homosexuality. Imagine thinking that. What imagining in your head, right, to think that's true. So God's in heaven, do you? And he's looking down on civilization, and he suddenly goes, I'm sick of all this bumming. I mean, what the, oh, come on, lads, what's going on? Oh, look at, I've warned them, it's in the Bible, no bumming, not in those words. Leviticus 28:11, any man who lieth with another man as he doth a woman, they are both an abomination and shall surely be put to death. Basically, no bumming, right? So went, right, they're taking, they've got to do something. Oh, how can I punish? I know, AIDS. You know, like he did with light, just like, oh, what is dark? What can I do? Light, right? Let there be light with this, right? Let there be AIDS, right? And there was AIDS, not on Earth, but up in his laboratory, right? So he made the AIDS like that, horrible little things, right? And he goes, right, there you go. You couldn't see them, but you could see them there, like that, right? And he went, right, your AIDS. They went, well, what? He went, your AIDS. They went, what's that? It's like the worst disease ever. And they went, oh, brilliant. And he went, Netflix have already bought this. Fuck them, right? Your AIDS. Well, what do we do? Right. I want you to kill homosexuals. Why? Because I don't like watching them. Don't watch them then. I've got no choice. I'm omnipresent, so I'm watching 50 million people bumming right now. So, you know, right, so what we do, right, I'm going to put you down on... Where? Africa. Why Africa? They're dying anyway. That's not me saying that, is it? That's God. That's God saying it. Where in Africa? Oh, just in an arse. I'm gonna put you in. What? In all the shit? Yes. I'm gonna put you in an arse, right? That is where you're gonna do a lot of your best work through the 1980s. Right? So I'm gonna cram you in an arse, right? Then what? Right. If a cop comes in, that shouldn't be there, right? Get in the cop as well. What all of us know. Some of you get in the cop, some of you stay in the arse in case another cop comes along. And if I know this arse, there will be another cop. So some of us get in the cop, some of us stay in the arse. Yeah. Then what? Kill them both. Right? So kill all homosexuals. Exactly. What, even lesbians? No, not lesbians. Why? Because I like watching them. But all diseases let you down eventually, not just AIDS. After AIDS, it was SARS, wasn't it? Remember SARS? Oh, gonna wipe out humanity. Didn't. Then Ebola, flesh-eating disease. Well, Ebola's come to London. Some nurse got hot for the weekend, and that was it, right? Then Zika virus, The baby's born with like half a head. I was going, oh, Zika, don't worry about it. Oh, I'm pregnant. Start knitting a hat. No. I don't worry about it. Or rather, I don't worry about being dead, because I won't know about it. That is the best thing about being dead. You don't know. It's the same as being stupid, right? It's only painful for others, right? I worry about how I die. I don't want to die alone in agony, or I don't want to be found in a wardrobe, hanging by a belt, wearing ladies' tight, covered in amyl nitrate. You know what I mean? I'm not into that shit. So if I am found like that, just know that one of my mates has stitched me up, right? No, don't worry. I don't do anything towards not dying, if you know what I mean. I eat and drink too much every day. I've done for 40 day and night. I eat and drink too much. People say to me, Rick, if you gave up the booze, you'd live an extra 10 years. And I go, yeah, but they're the last 10 years. Oh, they're the shit years. I don't want them, right? If I gave up booze now and I made it to 80, and someone said, right, you can have an extra 10 years. If I could go, oh, great, I'll have 20 to 30. Okay, that'd be perfect. But no, you've got to have 80 to 90. Have you any idea how awful it is being 90? Right? I've seen 90-year-olds sitting in an arm and they suddenly go, ugh, and you go, what? You go, I've broken every bone in my body. Because they're brittle. They've got like dust for blood. They ooze up blood clots. They got hernias popping out everywhere, right? If you're 90 years old and you get to the kitchen bar to make a cup of tea, if you lift that kettle when it's too full, there's a very good chance your stomach will come out of your arsehole. So eat and drink as much as you want and just fucking die is my advice, right? I should say I'm not a doctor. I do see a doctor once a year, once every 2 years. After I've medical things like this and TV shows, and I go private. It's 600 quid. It's 3 hours long, but they do things. Blood sample, stool sample, urine sample, ECG, ear, nose, throat, bollocks, the finger, everything. Right? And you have to fill out this big 4 lifestyle thing. That takes fucking ages, right? And I tell the truth, I don't accept units of alcohol. I work those out, then I halve them, right? And when he gets to those, he still goes, well, that's an awful lot. Right? When I think I've won, I go, is it? At the end of the 3 hours, they got all the results back from the lab, right? And he's got the computer, it's like his body composition, right? And from there, they work out your percentage chance of a stroke, heart attack in 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. And mine's always about the same. It always gets worse with age, there's nothing you do about that. But I'm always like, I'm at the end of a healthy weight. I'm just nearly obese. I'm just right. Oh, like, I was pre-diabetic once, I had to sort that out. And, now I'm pre-gout. Pre-gout, right? And so he tells you all that. He goes, so what are we going to do about this? And I want to go, what do you mean, we? I've just paid you 600 quid, mate, right? You're going to fix it and I'm going to come, right? You don't take a car to the garage and he goes, oh, tyres are bald, the big ends. What are we going to do? You're going to fix it, mate, and I'm going to pay you. He went once and said, you need more fibre in your... I went to go, get me wine with fibre in it then. You know what I mean? I bought anything. You must be able to invent that. Just go. He said, you're heavily constipated. I wanted to go, get in there with a spoon. And then they always leave it right to the end. They don't even look. They go, and can I give you a rectal exam? Which means I have to go, yes, please. I want to surprise me on the way out. Do you know what I mean? Bye, bye. Oh, and that's fine, thank you. But there's a big build-up, right? And as they're washing their hands, they've got to say, would you like a chaperone? No. So you're going to have your finger up my arse, and now you've got a mate watching? No, just do it. And they lay you on this bench on your back to start with, like pants and trousers around your ankle, knees apart like a little frog, right? And they do the balls first, right? And I'm nervous at a doctor, I'm really nervous, so I've got no balls, right? He has to dig them out like a tortoise's head, you know what I mean? It's just like a little fist of fear down there, and I fucking hate it. I'm like that, right? It's horrible, right? And then when they turn you on the side and lube you up, go the finger up the arse, that's great, you know, it's not great, that's not why I go, but it's... Me again, you were here yesterday. Come on, come on. But this one time, it was an old man, and it was still a doctor, not just an old man. The doctor said he couldn't make it, so I thought I'd have a go. Right? There was a sort of like old school GP, he was about 75, little shirt, tweed jacket, right? And he was sitting on an armchair, right? And he didn't put me on the bench, I was standing up. And he went, oh, just pop your pants and trousers down, right? So he was a little lad, so he was like head height to my balls, right? And say, I'm nervous, doctor, so I jabber, I talk. I think if I put them off, they won't find the cancer. You know what I mean? And so he started doing the balls, and I just went, oh, what are you looking for there exactly, right? And they and he didn't, he went, oh, that's a good question. And he sat back, and he started telling me all about cancer, right? But now I'm just having a chat, right? And he went on for ages, he was loving it, right? And I remember it felt to do that. So I was going, all right, right. I do work out. I actually joined a gym, literally on my road, I discovered. I've got a gym in, so I got bored with that. But I thought, if I join a gym, if I pay in advance, like pay a year in advance, right, then I'll try and get value for money and that'll make me go. Then I remembered, oh, I'm fucking rich. You know what I mean? I could join a different gym every week for a laugh. Just go along and go, there's £2,000. I go, see you tomorrow. I go, you'll never see me again. And I go about once a month and I sort of do 10 minutes on the machine, sort of run home like that, right? I don't use the changing rooms there. I've got a thing about changing rooms, public changing rooms. I always have I tell you what, I don't know if it's the same in ladies' changing rooms, but men are so proud of their offal, right? If I'm in a public place, shower, right, 1 minute, towel, corner, pants on, right? Folks walking around naked before the shower, talking to each other, after the shower. There was one bloke in the shower, way too late, it was ages, right? And he got out, no towel, just dripping wet, just went up to the mirror and started his hair first. I was in there with there was just this really fat bloke once, the change room, I was getting changed, and he was there, and he was really big, like 350 pounds, right? And he was naked on one of those precision scales, and he was there for fucking ages, and I was looking at him, he was like that for ages. I wanted to run over and go, mate, you're never going to be an astronaut, right? It doesn't need to be this accurate, just pop some pants on and take a fucking gram off, and I'm not having to go at fat people. I'm fat, I'm overweight. Do you know why? Because I eat and drink too much. That's what does it. I don't judge fat people, I just know how they got fat. If I see a fat person, I go, well done. You know, you've eaten way more than you'll ever need, same as me, right? If I see a fat couple, I go, yeah, that works, right? But then as they're walking along, right, and you see their little fat toddlers, and you go, that's not fair, right? And the mother always goes, they love cake. Of course they love cake. They're baby mammals. We're the same species as we were like 200,000 ago. We've got a hunter-gatherer brain, right? All the affluence is so much faster than our human biology. So when you get one of those cakes from the street that's packed with fats and sugar, your brain goes, fucking hell, that's amazing. Keep eating that, there might not be food tomorrow. There'll be food tomorrow. The fridge is full and your mum's on the phone to Ocado. You know what I mean? Now there's even a stigma, like doctors get in trouble for saying you're overweight or obese. They go, no, that's a political thing. No, it's like fat shaming. It's not fat, you don't get cancer shaming. He's trying to save your life, right? There was a school to ban the word obese because they said it was derogatory to, I don't know what to call them, round children. But that's the polite word. That's the word we invented. So we didn't say fat little fucker. Don't keep changing words because one person gets Also, fat people aren't offended by the word obese. They did it all. They're happy with it. They're jolly, aren't they? They're jolly. You see a fat person, all right, fatty. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Yeah. They go to the doctor, come in. Bloop. Doctor goes, fuck me. Oh. Am I obese? No, you're morbidly obese. What does that mean? It means you're going to die of it. Oh, does it? What, straight away or? No. You've got diabetes, so you're having your legs amputated. And then if you carry on, you'll die later of like stroke and respiratory, heart failure, so. Is there anything I can do? Oh, yeah, of course there is. You could start working out and eat healthy. You'll be right. Oh, right. But you won't, will you? No. And I feel sorry for them. Even though therefore, when you see one of those documentaries on telly, like the £600 man or something, and he's being out of his house to go to hospital, right? Or dangling from a crane, right? Right? And you see a film crew, right? You know you fucked it. And then, you know, as I say, then they wake up the next day and they've had their legs up. It's really sad, and they're crying and I'm crying. They go, oh God, why did I let it go this far? I'm so stupid. Then they get philosophical about it and they go, oh, I never really used the legs. And well, then it's lunchtime, and so, you know, and they go to the nurse. You didn't throw them legs away, did you? But these people are virtue signaling. They're trying to bring people down to raise their own status. And they say, you know, we're protecting minorities. It's like, they're basically saying minorities haven't got a sense of, which is so patronising. And I get that as well, to what it's like to be outnumbered. In this country, we're still only 5% black, 5% Asian, 5% LGBTQ, you know, tiny. Now, I'm a white, heterosexual multi-millionaire, right? There's less than 1% of us. Do I whine? No. Do I just get on with it? Come on, Rick. Come on, Rick. Just keep fun. I'm Rosa Parks. Do you know what I mean? I'm like... Except I fought for the right to never have to take a seat on a bus. But... people complain about things they don't have to watch. It doesn't affect them, you know. And again, everyone's got the right to be offended and complain, but they've got to know that we're not trying to offend. That's not our aim, you know. We're trying to make you laugh. We're trying to give you a good time. Yeah, here's the deal, right? So I riff. If I say something tonight that's so offensive, I think you've never heard anything so fucking off the charts in your life, right? Don't make a scene, go to the box office after the show. They can't give you money back straight away, but there's a form you fill out with the complaint, and I take those away and I shit on them. That's the rules of comedy. Oh, this is all right, right. Did anyone have a pedo teacher when they were at school? Yeah. Round of applause for pedo teachers, yeah. Now, unbelievable. That's another thing. I think where people are now going to be so politically correct, they're trying to out-woke each other. Soon someone's going to say, you can't say pedo anymore. It's a derogatory term. It offends people who are child addicted, right? So you're going to have people going to the doctor going, doctor, I think I'm child addicted, right? And the doctor will go, oh, you poor thing. How do you feel? I feel like I want to fiddle with kids. That is one of the symptoms. Don't worry, sit down. We'll get you into a facility at taxpayer's expense, right? We'll wean you off children. How does that work, doctor? Well, you know, like when they give heroin addicts methadone, yeah? Well, we're going to start you on dwarfs, right? It might work. It might work. How does that work, Doc? Wow, let me think. I haven't thought it through. Right, okay. So, what you do is you come into... We've hired loads of dwarves, right? And we're not open during the panto season. We can't get the staff, right? So you come in February to November, right? And we've hired loads of dwarves, right? And we've dressed them up as school children, right? And they just round the campus, run around like they're free-range dwarves. Little free-range dwarves, right? And they look like they're 6 years old, right? But they're not. They're above legal age, so you're not breaking the law. And they've been paid, so it's consensual. And you just go on your fancy, pull down his little trousers, Fiddle is it, hey, doctor, I was a pedo, I didn't say I was gay, right? Do you think there's like homophobia in the sort of paedophile community? Like, one paedophile, he's all smug, he's heterosexual. He's abducting a little girl, right? He's taking a little girl into the forest, and he looks over and he sees another pedo boy, and he goes, "You fucking bender." But one thing that isn't ambiguous, whether it's nature or nurture, is racism. No one's born racist. You've got to learn that shit, okay? And again, I don't want to divide the room. I'm not a fan of racism. Hear me out. I don't care whether you're black, white, brown, European, African. Yeah, that's all. Black, white, brown, European, African. What about the fucking Eskimos? Racist. They're fucking weird, Rick. They are not weird. They're just different. They live in the snow. Yeah, their little house, the snow. So, right? Yeah. They wear a sea lion for their. Yes, that's their clothes. A dead sea lion, right? But here's the thing about racism, right? Drag one out of his little hole in the snow, and peel him out of his sea lion outfit, right? And he's standing there naked. You take a closer look. He's basically a cold Chinaman. I know you can't say Chinaman anymore, right? I can't believe you ever could, because that is the laziest labelling of a demographic I've ever heard, right? So if one lands on our shores, and we gather around going, "What the fuck, where are you from," right? It goes, "China," and we go, "Oh, you're a Chinaman." And he goes, "I'm a what?" "You're a Chinaman." "A Chinaman?" "Yeah." "What's my wife?" "Duh, Lady Chinaman." "When you call me by my name?" "I don't know your name, do I?" "It's Ling." "Ling?" "Yeah." "Is that your first name or your surname?" "Both." "Ling Ling? Hello?" Right, no, right. Right. Remember, irony, okay? Also, that's not me saying that, is it? It's the little Chinaman. He's all right with it. That won't be in. Right, okay. Fucking hell, have I got anything for this fucking special? Guys, do you ever act more working around builders? I do. I can be walking around leafy Hampstead, right? Book of poems, right? Scarf, right? Doing Brahms, right? And if some scaffolders go, "Ricky," I go, "All right, you can't say doing, boys." And I don't know why I try to impress them. I've always been fascinated with human behaviour, right? But as I said at the beginning, we're the only species that allows the universe to understand itself. But we see all nature through our eyes, so it all comes back to us. Why are we here? What's us? Is it our genetics or the environment? The old nature versus nurture. The psychologist Piaget was once asked, "What's more important for the intellect of a person, nature or nurture?" And he famously replied, "What's more important for the area of a length or width?" All right, mate, if you don't know the answer, just fucking... Psychology, psychiatry, neuroscience, it's still in its infancy. And we still know so little about the brain. And 150 years ago, we knew nothing. It was all guesswork, right? And everything was just mental. If you weren't a white, sort of heterosexual, married Christian man, right, you deviated too far. Mental. They just went mental, like homosexuality, mental illness. They were put in an asylum for life, or worse, tortured. Women who fell pregnant out of mental asylum for life, right? And now we understand more, we're more tolerant. I think it's going too far away, though, because now nothing's mental. You can't find something that nothing is considered mental. Everything is a syndrome or an addiction or a preference, right? I could have my legs removed, have wheels put on, identify as a pram, right?